What's happening, ladies and gentlemen, paid community? Welcome back to our weekly AMA. Thank you guys for tuning in. And tonight we are really here to talk about what we've been doing and update you guys on the biggest thing happening this week, which is ApolloX and our first project launching Omni. I know there's a lot of excitement about Omni going on in the space right now. Ultra low market cap. Great project, and the marketing, if you haven't noticed, has been quite exceptional and quite different. So while we let people join here, let me show you guys just a quick clip, 40 seconds or so of the House of DAO, and of course we're here now. It's opened up, and of course paid is accepted here as a currency for all things. So let's just show you a quick video of this and let everyone kind of pile in here. Not for House of DAO. All right, guys, we just arrived to Coconut Island, potentially, and we feel like it probably is in the very near future, home of House of DAO. Some of the things that we're looking for here really is just to see if people would want to live here long term, basically, if they if they feel like they could be home here. And I think one of the things that is really nice is the privacy here. Each villa, they all feel like a house on the beach. And then just taking a second look today and just kind of looking with a fresh set of eyes, this is very classy and beautifully designed. This needs a bit of a modern cryptocurrency hip kind of feel to it. Welcome to House of DAO, baby. All right, let's take. All right, there we go. So we're here and been working, and we are going to give you guys some. We're going to start introducing some series into my channel where you guys get some behind the scenes look, not just like on the Saturday sessions where it's what it's like living out here, but also what it's like to work here. We want to incorporate that so you guys do see what it is that we're doing, and give you a bit more insight and transparent look into our day-to-day work life, because it's 8 o'clock right now. I'm still working. I've got a call scheduled for after this at 9 o'clock and another one at 10:30, and we're working around the clock, the entire team to keep pushing, and we have some really exciting developments on all fronts. And one thing that I just want to highlight right now is really the exciting. One of the things I'm the most excited for is really the paid Parachain. We're deeply embedded with Web3 and Polkadot Foundation, and since it's so difficult to hire Rust developers, I mean, we have actually hired Rust developers, and some of our team has learned Rust. And this is huge for us. And you guys have to remember at the end of the day, what paid is all about, right? So the Launchpad was really something that we wanted to do to give true utility immediately in the immediate future while we were in a bullish market, right? And you guys saw how well that did. I mean, we are still, and we have been preparing, for another leg up, right? If you're following, what I've been talking about, the macro trends, the macro environment in the crypto space, everything is still extremely bullish when it comes down to adoption on a big level. And for those of you who are kind of newer to the crypto space, you have to understand what's going on. If you pay attention to the macro trends and adoption, you will understand that no matter what JP Morgan says, there is still a strong institutional buy power. I talked about last night how a lot of the Bitcoin is being removed from exchanges, and we are seeing huge deals being done OTC. $2.5 billion of Bitcoin being bought up, and some speculate it's Apple. We don't know for sure or not, but nonetheless, I think the general consensus amongst people is that the markets are going to pick back up again, in September or so. And when that happens, we will be in a position both from a Launchpad perspective of, again, launching incredible projects from Ignition, from ApolloX, Paid Network Asia, which will be focusing on the Chinese-speaking community. And we expect that to be a huge amount of demand for the paid token. We are partnered with Cointelegraph China and some other big media outlets for the Chinese speaking language facing Launchpad. And I recently had some discussions this week, since India is opening up as well. That's also in the works. So the Launchpad is obviously something that does really, really, really well in bullish markets, and something that doesn't do so well in bearish markets. But we are looking to change that. We're doing a lot of data analysis on what is there's most of the projects that are launching aren't doing really well, but some of them are doing really well. And we are trying to always do an analysis on the market to understand what it takes to be successful and launch a project in this market, even in the worst of markets, right? And we think that has a lot to do with the strategy on the fundraise side from projects, and how much is distributed through, like, let's say VCs and things like that. So, and then how much marketing and engagement. And as you have probably noticed, we decided to slow down a lot on the amount of IDOs that we're launching, and focus more on putting a spotlight on the ones that we do choose to work with. And there's been a lot of attention on Omni, and with its ultra low market cap, we expect it to do really well. New Launchpad, new projects, new metrics. It should be a good formulation. So I also got sent a demo video of a paid chain on Substrate as a proof of concept. So this is really, really exciting, and because remember, at the core, our product is a product that nobody else is doing, and it's absolutely necessary, right? It's impossible for people to successfully do business agreements with one another, especially cross border, especially cross country, and have like a cheap and efficient dispute resolution platform. And this is what Paid Network is at its core, and that has not stopped. And once we can put it on, once we have our substrate fully vetted, we will be going to Kusama for Parachain. And, this is something that is in our core ethos right now. And we're focused on, and then leveraging our own infrastructure, our own layer 1 blockchain, to bring projects in to be able to build on top of Paid Chain, make it fully backward compatible with EVM. So projects that are, facing challenging times with the slow and expensive transactions on Ethereum can come on Paid Chain and have leveraged the full scalability and interoperability that Polkadot provides with the support from our team, and so this is really, really, really important moving forward. And again, you guys, there's nobody doing what we're doing. There's nobody building out a platform like we're building, and it's a perfect use case for decentralization. That's why I'm really excited, and I want the focus, to remember, for you guys to remember that, like, we're so much more than a Launchpad platform. But we do believe that the Launchpad platform does bring a lot of immediate utility and demand for the paid token, and that's really important as well while we're building out the main product. So, so this week we have a huge launch, and I'm getting a lot of comments here talking about the staking. So a lot of you guys have been going on to ApolloX and staking your tokens, which is super awesome. I hear it's going really, really smooth. So staking is live, and that's fantastic, right? So we have that, we've rolled that out, and it's been audited, and everybody says it's super smooth and exactly as it's supposed to work. So that's really, really good news. Okay, here, let me just, I'm going to bring Willy on in a few minutes. He's just making sure that everything's working with the staking. But I want to just, address some questions as they come up. What do you think of Ally, which launch is now 50% below seed price? The fundamentals are great. Yeah, Miguel, I agree. So, I'm an advisor for Ally, and this is one of the things that I have been arguing with the founder about. And, they're a US based company, and therefore, they're very conservative on the messaging. Ally has, but for those of you who don't know, Ally is basically disrupting products like Uber Eats, Grubhub, in Asia, it's Grab, like food delivery. And so basically what they've done is they've already built out the platform and infrastructure to connect like restaurants or anything that needs delivery. In California, for example, that could mean weed or whatever. Whatever you need delivered. They're building. They have already built the infrastructure and already have huge customers like big franchises, KFC and Boston Market and like Cold Stone, and now they're going global. Expanding into different countries. And so Ally is huge, massive, and already has a bunch of, franchises on it. One of the things I'm trying to stress to the team is you need to be able to clearly, communicate to the market exactly how the when you onboard new customers like KFC, for example, what does that translate to for token demand? And they're telling me that it's difficult to communicate that message because their attorney is telling them that might be like encouraging a security or something. And so this is exactly what I've been working with Ally. You're right. The fundamentals are fantastic. This is a company that has already a massive product that's doing very, very well. So, I mean, if anything, it's a really great time to get involved in it. And in the long term, I'm very bullish. We just need to figure out, and I'm trying to encourage them to work on the crypto marketing side of things to be able to translate that message to the market better. That's what I can say about Ally. Yeah, it's mind blowing. I mean, but how much actual business that they do, and the fact that they're not able to properly translate that yet to the retail market. Because if you guys knew just how good the product was, it would be a different story. Okay, so all right, so let's jump in, and guys, we have a huge announcement. Well, not announcement, but a huge launch event coming up. And here's a little bit of a preview for what's coming up. So basically, yeah, it's going to be a huge launch event that Willy can tell you about in a second. Bankless is also tremendously important and instrumental in ApolloX. Here's a little message from him.
Hey, this is Bankless. Apologies I couldn't make the AMA tonight, Kyle. I am currently transiting between flights. I am in Schiphol, heading to Sri Lanka. I just wanted to say a few words to say how excited we are about the debut launch on ApolloX. My big hopes for the community is that they see something different. We're changing up the game when it comes to the marketing and how we talk about our projects. We want to focus on education and the innovation that these solutions are bringing. Omni is our first launch partner, and we think it's going to be a big one. So thank you for tuning in to the AMA. I hope the community's excited. I know we are, and I will see you all soon.
So Bankless will be with us next week. But now let's bring in Willy, and we'll bring in Jerome as well. Guys, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Jerome, you're muted, I think.
Yeah.
I'm good. We made it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we made it. Well done. Well done.
Super smooth.
So, yeah.
how much? I think we have already like more than 70,000 token stake. I think something like that.
Wow.
Wow.
In
Yeah, it's been like I
60
didn't
minutes.
expect that. It's amazing.
That's some good news, guys. That's a tremendous amount of token staked. I am fired up to hear that, man. That's a great news. It literally just got goosebumps. I can't wait to see what, how much value we get locked up from the staking here.
I just can't follow all of the transactions.
Perfect. Yeah, it's
That's
been
amazing,
a big one.
man.
It's been a huge sort of week for all of us. I know that's why Jerome's smiling from ear to ear, and me as well. We put in so many really late hours over this last week with dev side and everything. We came across problems that we didn't expect, and maybe Jerome can explain that a bit better than me.
Guys,
Sure.
before I want to bring in someone that you guys haven't met yet. The man, the myth, the legend behind the scenes. We got Ben. Ben,
Oh, yeah.
who's our CTO here. This guy's amazing. And thank you, Ben. I know it's early in the morning for you over there, but happy to have you here. And I'll just let you guys kind of dive in, and you guys can banter back and forth, Jerome and Ben, about what's going on, the staking. Yeah.
Yeah, man, just super excited to finally be here, meet everyone, meet the paid fam and ApolloX fam. Yeah, no, just been working super hard with Jerome, man. Like you said, I'm just super excited, a lot of energy. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of hours, and we're here, and I'm pumped. Just super excited.
Yeah, we story about Ben actually. This morning we had because I don't really know. What's the clock say behind you there, Ben? What time is that behind you?
I don't even think that works.
Okay, but
it's
yeah,
9:17 a.m. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think it was 2 or 3 hours ago that I frantically called Ben on Telegram, trying to wake him up because we had an issue. And man, fair play to him. You could hear it in his voice, but he put on his best telephone voice. I could feel it that he was just up. But thanks very much, mate. I appreciate it. And that's what it's all about in this industry: being available when you need to be. And normal work hours just don't work it, or don't fit around here for sure.
Right.
Jerome and Ben, maybe you guys can answer this question. I just wanted stake paid, but there wasn't a confirmation, but my 750 paid tokens are gone. So how can someone check to make sure that their tokens were successfully staked?
She should see like when she opened the stake, like she refresh her page, she should see like that she has stake token, like a blue message saying you have staked like 7,500 pay token.
I think in this case, it looks like there was no confirmation, but her 750 paid are gone out of the wallet.
Well, if she try again, she's not going to stake twice. So it's maybe what could have happened is like maybe for a reason we lost the connectivity between the moment she stake and when we save in our database that we link the stake to our customer record, and that can be for a reason like the transaction didn't get through. So if she try again, she is not going to use double token. She's not going to spend twice. We will just verify the contract first, and then if the staking is there, we will just add it into the database. So it's gonna work. No worries.
Okay, so just to be clear, how does she? So for her to check to make sure that she staked, she just needs to refresh the page on the option where it says stake 750. It should already say that they're staked, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't see it, and what I'm saying that if she try again, we're going to match our stake in the contract with the how can I explain that in the simple words?
So basically, try again.
Yeah, try again. But I really want to say that she's not going to stake 2 times. So we're not going to use 2 times 750 token twice, just 1 time.
Yeah, and if she's still having issues, she can reach out to support with us, and we'll figure it out for sure. She didn't lose her tokens, so we'll get it resolved.
Don't worry, your tokens are safe.
We do have a video. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can someone please share the link to the video in the chat here?
You want me to do the video in French? I don't know which language.
Yeah, so we actually, if you go to the ApolloX Telegram, also on the Twitter, there's it's been posted there. The videos are all there. Also on the announcement channel, I believe, from Paid Network has just posted that up with tutorials and everything you need to know. We've been posting stuff all day, so any issues, guys, let us know, and we'll be on it as quick as possible.
All right. Cool. So Willy, tell us about what we can expect on Friday. Everything.
All right. So basically, from today onwards, this was.
Sorry. Before we go there, let's just. Let's just make the whole process clear. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. When does someone need to do KYC if they're new? Here's the question: if they've already done KYC for Ignition, do they need to do it again for ApolloX? And when are they expected to do KYC?
Okay, so staking's open for 24 hours. So if we had a little bit of an issue with KYC earlier from Ignition to ApolloX. We managed to sort that out. So if you're still seeing pending and you haven't logged out or logged in, just do that on ApolloX or Ignition. Log out, log in. It should go to if basically the problem we were having was it showed pending on Ignition, but when you click to redo it, it showed that you were already verified. So it was just a small problem with the communication there. So if you log back out and log back in, Jerome made the fix, and Ben applied that just literally an hour ago. So that'll sort that out. If you're still having issues and you've been KYC with Fractal, you need to go in and re-KYC with Synapse, because that's the people we're working with right now. So if you're still pending, give us an email. Last thing to check is just go in and update your email again. Click on your name on the top right, go to the profile, update profile, and just update your email again. And that might fix the problem as well. So don't worry, there's 24 hours. Staking is not first come, first serve. You got 24 hours to stake, plenty of time to sort it out. And if you've got any issues that are not coming through with your KYC, just give us a shout. So initially, yes, you need to KYC first before you can actually stake or whitelist. So right now, anybody that's able to stake should be able to stake. And if you haven't, you've got time and 24 hours to do so.
Okay, so what's the process after? So they stake between now and the next 24 hours, and then when does whitelist open up, and what's the process for that?
All right, so your staking is going to last till the 1 p.m. UTC tomorrow on the 15th. What we'll do, we'll close the staking and open the whitelist. At that time, we will do the first come, first serve whitelisting. If you check the video out, you'll see that there'll be a countdown on your page showing when the whitelist is about to happen. We're envisaging that to be, and the plan is 1 p.m. UTC on the 15th of July. So once we open the whitelist, again, guys, check out the video that we have, the staking and whitelisting tutorial. It shows it really well and really clearly. You'll see that the countdown will happen. Once it gets to 0, you do not need to refresh your page. A button will pop up, and you need to press the button to whitelist. There will be a pop-up with MetaMask. It's not a transaction. You won't need to pay for it. It's just a security feature for us. Just allow that, and you will be let known straight away whether you're in or out. So if you get that lovely green message saying you're in, then you're in. If not, your tokens will be staked for 14 days. If you're successful, we will then open the next day's proceedings, which is starting at 1:30 p.m. UTC. Now, this is going to be the most unique IDO release event that you're ever going to see, guys. We came up with so many quirky ideas. We put a lot of stuff together that was really, really different. And, I would say a week and a half ago, I was pulling my hair out thinking, how the hell is this all going to fit together? And is this crazy what we're doing? But I'll tell you what, within the last sort of 2 days, 3 days, where everything's starting to come together, and everybody that we had hired to do these different things are coming together in their expertise. It's just amazing, man. We've come up with an amazing sort of UI that you haven't seen before. We've integrated a full event, which is going to be done in a virtual world, offering NFTs. We've got DJ Nastia, who's a really famous techno DJ from Ukraine. She's done a live show for us tomorrow in our virtual world. We'll be launching directly from that on screen, or we'll let you know exactly what's going. And you know, Manny, who's the CEO of Omni, he's quite a colorful character, and he likes his techno, I hear. So he thought, what better way than to open the pools while you're dancing to the moon? That was his words. So we decided to run the DJ set over the time when he's actually adding liquidity, and we'll be releasing that tomorrow at the same time, all in coordination. So everything's going to be time perfect. We've got this lovely new style event for you guys, and we're going to try and do that on most of the projects that we do moving forward.
Cool. If there are 2 IDOs within 14 days, first stake can be longered, so paid are okay for the next IDO. I think what they're asking is like if we stake once, does it count for multiple IDOs? This is my guess on this question.
That's not correct. So yeah, it doesn't. So it's one stake per IDO. So even if we done one in 2 days time, you would have to restake for each IDO. So it's a different staking contract for each IDO that we release.
And yeah, so staking is only good for Apollo. Yeah. So guys, so that's part of, you know, I know that there's 2 ways to look at this. 2 ways to look at the way that we chose to do the different launch pads. You know, one, you know, if you're staking on Ignition, for example, those will not be applied toward the ApolloX or the paid network Asia Launchpad. You will have to, you know, adhere to each platform's staking rules and lottery rules, as they're all different. And we did that because they're basically the different communities, different lottery rules, and different marketing. And so it's essentially what we've done is we wanted to be able to appeal to different audiences. And, you know, whereas a lot of other launch pads have their one kind of fixed methodology, and if they change it on one launch pad, and nobody's ever happy with the way that they are. You know, some people really love the way that platform is doing something, and other people don't like it at all. And so instead, we decided that we would create some different launch pads with different methods and appeal to different audiences. And so this, in our opinion, would give a lot more demand for the paid token, as it's really 3 different products. And if we do India, then it'd be 4 different products. And then the paid DApp is a different product, and House of DAO is another different product, right? And so every time that we create something new, you know, we want it to be a different product, but still use the paid token. You know, we always want to create new use cases and constant demand for the paid token, right? When we create paid chain, and other products, dApps, things like that, want to come build and use the blockchain from paid chain, they will have to either stake paid in order to have access to the blockchain, or they'll have to use paid as gas for their dApp. So, you know, the more that we can create in different ways that you can create demand for token, the better it is for all of you guys who are paid token holders. And of course, we also want to implement some burning mechanisms. You know, I think last week I talked about the individual lotteries, and we still need to discuss that with legal, as far as you know, make sure that we can do that. But that would be huge, you know, and we'd be really excited about that if we can do that. So always thinking about different ways that we can, you know, create demand and use cases for paid token. So that was when is the lottery coming? The new one where we pay per ticket. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was talking about. We have Willy ordered the physical lottery machine from from China. It's on its way inbound, and so you know, as soon as we get that and get the green light from legal, we'll have it ready to rock and roll. You know, and I imagine that it would be something like, something like the giveaway that we're doing. I think this numbers, these are not updated, but something like this that you guys have seen, maybe that is updated. But this huge giveaway, we would probably do something similar, where every time that we do an IDO, that project contributes to the lottery, and if there's no jackpot winners, that rolls over, to the next one, and we imagine that would also be a huge jackpot, as it starts to add up. So really excited about that as well. Let's see. Okay.
I see a lot of questions there about gas fees.
Willy, you still there?
Yeah, so people are saying on there, yeah, can you hear me, guys? Still?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, sorry. Yeah, so I see a lot of people asking about, the allocation size, also the staking and unstaking, that it's going to consume a lot of gas, and it could be quite costly on ETH. Guys, it's hard to, at the moment, we're really close to being on Smart Chain with paid, and this is going to alleviate all these problems in the future for sure, on ApolloX and Ignition. But right now, it's not available for us. So we've done the best that we could here with the gas, and obviously it's, to be appealing to the minnows, should we say, we need to be able to spread that out a lot, and we don't have a unlimited amount to raise, or the market caps just would be ridiculous, and it's not worth your while. So at the moment, we understand that you are paying gas, but at least they're not the same gas fees as they were in January. Or it really wouldn't be worthwhile. But please bear in mind that we're working on this, and I would say hopefully the next IDO we do wouldn't have this problem.
And maybe Ben, you can fill us in a little bit more about BSC and what's going on over there.
Yeah, just working through, working closely with the BSC team, and just kind of working through last minute testing is kind of where we're at with it all. We're very close with our bridge, but as everybody knows with crypto, it's a lot of QA, it's a lot of testing to make sure that we have all the various edge cases covered. And so, all I can say is we're really close and we're really excited. So hopefully we'll have some good news on that soon.
All right, cool. So Kyle, since Apollo is geared toward a different audience, is it open to paid whales who dominate in the Ignition lottery model? Maybe you guys can answer this.
Yeah, so it's open to anybody that's got 1,500 paid, 750 or 500. So if you're a whale, you'll be able to participate, but you're going to get the exact same as a minnow. And that's the beauty of this platform, right? We're making everybody equal. You can have one per KYC, per one allocation per KYC, one allocation per wallet and KYC. So you guys you're welcome to come and join. And of course, we don't close it off to anybody, but you're probably not going to get the returns that you expect as a whale on ApolloX, given the allocation that you're allowed. We also thought, there is ways to game this. You can get your family, you can get everybody else to sort of KYC for you. But if you're a whale, I don't think you're going to be worried about $350 allocations through 3 family members.
Yeah. So basically, the short answer is that, yeah, I mean, anyone can participate, but unlike Ignition, you could have 5 million pay tokens, and it's not going to get you any more allocation than someone that has 1,500 pay tokens. So that's the short answer here, which basically is a more fair and distributed way to process the IDOs.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, this is a good question that I actually had myself too. So we can only stake for 1 tier. You're not eligible for all 3, right?
So yeah, as we set it up, that's correct. But and you can, I'm sure if you have time Is this right, Jerome? Would I be right in saying that if you didn't make a whitelist, would you have time to go back and stake again and try a whitelist? Or we closed the staking as well before the whitelist, right? So that wouldn't be possible. So it is only one tier.
Yeah.
Am I right?
You cannot stake when the whitelist open. Like when the whitelist open, the staking close. But yeah, I think we've talked about improving, step by step with the community feedback, improving like letting people, for example, join the whitelist with a different amount. For example, if they have stake like 1,500 pay token, they might want to come to join a different tier, like the first, the second one. Yeah. So we will improve it for sure.
All right. So now that we have basically, we have the front end, back end, staking up for Ignition and ApolloX. I guess a natural question would be, what's next on the Launchpad side of things for development? Are we pretty much where we want to be? And then if so, everyone knows that we've had a lot of developer resources allocated toward perfecting the Launchpad experience. So guys like Ben, Jerome, tell me now, like, how much more do we have to go on the Launchpad side of things? And then if we're pretty much where we want to be, how are we going to reallocate developer resources?
Yeah, I mean, our current pipeline probably right now it's getting pretty solid. But I'd say we probably have about another month of features and just things we wanted to, as like Jerome was saying, iteration, things that we might get some feedback from community. We obviously want to be agile there and decide on what things we want to tackle. But as we kind of like get things stabilized on the Launchpad, now that it's a full platform and we can spin up things and kind of like do some really innovative things now that we have a full platform there. We're going to definitely put the resources we have now toward paid, right? That'll be the next major to basically start getting paid to the level we want.
Yeah. Cool, guys. And everyone's watching, please, you guys, you're here often, make sure that everyone watching hits the like button. It's super easy to do, a free way that you can help support us. Share it around. Let's grow this paid community. And the beautiful thing about token economics is the more people, like, this is the whole reason that Michael Saylor is out being the biggest Bitcoin advocate in the world right now, right? It's not because he necessarily wants everybody else to get rich on Bitcoin. It's because he has a vested interest in seeing everybody else get involved in Bitcoin, right? So, you guys, we have so much going on right now. And I think that, a lot of our narrative had been focused around the Launchpads, and we're still really, really bullish about that narrative, especially in an altcoin season or bullish type of market. But you guys have to remember that, like, a layer paid is going to become a layer 1 blockchain infrastructure for entire ecosystem. We're talking about basically the equivalent of Ethereum, where people can come and build their entire use case on our chain. This is massive, so we're the equivalent of a layer 1. And I think that we'll be there, on Kusama bidding for an auction, probably, it's hard for me to say this, not being a developer, but I would say within the next 4 months or so, we'll probably be there, right, bidding for an auction, asking for your support. And, the best way that you guys can participate and help out and be part of the community is get other people to understand this message, because, we are going to have to ask for your help, your support when we're bidding for an auction, and we've seen how competitive that is right now. We do know that we have a huge community, and we are, so you guys just make sure that you smash the likes and share with people and let people know, like, what we're building. It's massive. It's there's like 100 plus Launchpads out there, right? And those are just Launchpads. There's a very few that have that as kind of, a secondary feature when we're really building this massive infrastructure on the back end. So that's what you guys can do to help support, and I would ask all of your help in doing that. That'd be really, really helpful, guys. So let's see, Willy, do you have anything? So, okay. So, how do people participate in this launch event, and do they need virtual reality glasses, and then how do they make sure, when does it start? Does it start before the IDO or after? And yeah. Maybe fix your internet.
Yeah, so basically you can go on. This will be on YouTube 360 live as well, so you can go direct to YouTube 360. Yeah, oh dear, damn, I'm on the same island as you too. Let me see, is that any better, guys? No.
I don't know, but we can hear you anyway. You're coming in at like 4 frames per second, but we can hear you.
Okay. Is that any better? You can hear me any better?
We can hear you just fine.
Okay, right. I don't know how to fix that right now, but yeah. So basically, yeah, we have. You can go on with your VR goggles on YouTube 360, or you could just watch it directly as a normal video on YouTube. But we've actually embedded that into the actual IDO page on ApolloX, so you can go there, you can chat, you can communicate on there and watch it. It'll start at 1:30 p.m. UTC, and that was when we actually opened the pools themselves. So the event will start as the pools open. And it'll run right until after the actual listing happens itself. So all you got to do is just turn up, go to our IDO page, and watch the action from 1:30 onwards.
Cool. Crypto Cavalier, always thank you. I always love your comments. Thank you for being a paid maxi. We will not let you down, that is for sure. And Adriano, thanks, brother, for inviting us out to your Italian restaurant in Singapore, man. When we eventually make it over to Singapore, once this world gets over this flu stuff, we'll make sure that we come over and take advantage of your kind offer. 1 year anniversary is still a ways away. I guess we're about 6 months away from that happening. And so, yeah, it is a bit early. As far as NFTs go, I'm not sure. I imagine that we will incorporate in one way or another, but I don't want to just sell an NFT to sell an NFT. I like the idea of an NFT with actual utility behind it. We've talked about it for House of DAO as far as the staking model. And there's a lot of other things that we've talked about, but it's too early to say. We're really focused on the core use case, and every time that we have an idea that involves resources, we have to keep in mind that takes away, resources from other things that we're working on. And right now, the most important things have been ironing out the Launchpad environment, and we really believe it was important for us to get everything super smoothly running. To be able to get it on BSC to eliminate the fees, and then while we're building out, the Rust and Substrate environment, so we can be feeless, and then the most important thing really is getting the paid use case, the actual DApp, up and running, in at least to the environment of where it can start being used by all of us in crypto. I know that almost everyone I speak to really wants this to be developed because, frankly, these legal contracts are crap, and everyone knows that they don't really mean, they're not worth the paper that they're written on. So basically, the answer is yes. Like we understand that NFTs are popular, and of course our protocol would have to support them in that the token standard, because we definitely understand that people are going to want to be building NFT projects on paid chain. So as a standard, of course, we'll be adopting that. So, but basically the point is that, we're not going to do something just to do it, to generate some type of like short-term revenue or something. It would have to be attached to a use case. And I think one of the best ones that we've thought about so far is really the House of DAO utility for NFTs. So, and we'll explain more about how that might look in the future as it becomes something that's more realistic. Cool. Yeah. Good to see you. Yep. Awesome to hear that you, it was successful. You're staking. So all good there. So far it's just been positive feedback about the staking. Awesome. Will we be into e-gaming anytime soon? Yeah, we are exploring this market heavily. In fact, one of our incubation projects is all about esports. And of course, you know, that's one of the beautiful things about being from Master Ventures is an incubation and advisory company. You know, we really have a lot of attention when these projects come to us and ask where they should be building or how they should be doing anything. And when it comes down to something like esports, there's a lot of transactions that need to happen on chain, and this is exactly why so having something like paid chain is going to be important, because you know, if we connect as a parachain, which we will, that means that we've already got the rights to the relay chain on Polkadot to read and write as many transactions as we want without having to pay any fees. You know, how we decide to charge or how we decide to structure the fee structure for those dApps that want to build on paid chain, that's something that we will create. But you know, something that's going to be doing a ton of transactions per second or a ton of transactions on chain probably doesn't make sense for them to have large transaction fees or maybe anything at all. So instead of having something like a esports platform where they're doing a gaming where you have to read and write a lot to a blockchain, we might just have them stake X amount of paid for a certain amount of time while they're using our resources or while they're using the paid chain, for example. So, so yeah, one of the projects we're really excited about, and in fact, it has to do with NFTs and esports. We are looking to do, it won't be anything directly with paid, but it does have something to do with paid chain. So I guess that does, yes, have to do with something with paid. Yeah, we're gonna try to keep this one a little bit shorter tonight, guys. I just want to give like Willy, Ben, Jerome, anything else you guys want to say before we end this one tonight?
Yeah, guys, just any problems that you see today, just get us on our chat. Anything that if there's any problems with the ApolloX or the staking or anything that we should need to know, let us know as soon as possible and we'll get it sorted out. These guys, Ben and Jerome, are superstars, so they can fix anything, believe me.
Ben is my best friend.
Bart, I did make an in-depth video explaining what paid will do in the future, but you know, we have some developments and things like that. So you know, Mike, my producer, is just sitting right next to me. We'll take a note down, and it's probably about time to do another updated video to explain exactly what we'll be doing. But it's a good point, Bart. We should put another one out there and explain the big picture vision of what paid intends to do. The move, MJ, went great into House of DAO. More and more people are showing up every week, and it's very exciting. We got families coming in here and things like that. It's really becoming an amazing, exactly what we intended. You know, a community for like-minded individuals. And the next question feeds into that. What's the time limit? People can say that our goal is that you never want to leave. You know, our goal is that this becomes, you know, a place where you want to live, you call home. And we want to, you know, in order to make that more feasible in your mind, you know, we know that a lot of people are nomadic and like to travel around the world and see different cultures and things like that. And that's why we want House of DAO to expand to different locations around the world. So, you know, no matter what mood you're in, if you're feeling spicy and you want some Latin life, you can go down to Colombia, Brazil, or Costa Rica or whatever, or El Salvador or whatever. And if you're feeling, you know, like you want to go snowboarding or you know, watch the Northern Lights, you can go up to, you know, the Northern Scandinavia and co-work from an igloo, you know, with a glass ceiling and watch the Northern Lights. And if you know, whatever, you want to go on African safari, then, you know, you go to House of DAO in Africa. That's the idea, right? So to be able to still be in different cultures, different environments, be nomadic, have the freedom to travel around the world, but everywhere you go, you still have a home base. You still have your community. because it sucks to leave the crypto environment when you're this passionate and go into the normie life, the no coiner life. Like there's little conversation to be had with people, in my opinion, in no coiners. They just don't understand us. And so, yeah, guys, I think that's about it. Yeah, Santi, this is a good question. Willy's internet sucks, so I'll just answer this for him. Willy's like a pro kite surfer. He taught kite surfing for years and years and years. Has been all around the world, kite surfing everywhere. And so he's got all the gear here. And yeah, he just went kite surfing the first day that we moved in, right in front of House of Dao. So excellent kite surfing here. It's world renowned, known for it. So guys, all good. Yeah, and yes, and we are, you know, and one of the things before when I was considering where to do House of Dao, I love Bali as well, but you know, Bali has a strict no pet policy, meaning that like you cannot import or bring a pet from anywhere. In Thailand, it's very, very easy to get your dogs in here, and like, you know, I've got Rupert here, and like people, we need our dogs. You know, we love dogs, and so unlike most hotels in the world, we want to be dog friendly and encourage, you know, people to bring their best friends with them. So of course, and Rupert loves friends. So please feel free to bring Minnie. And I know my mom's coming eventually with her 2 dogs, Minnie and Romeo. So yeah, please do so. All right, you guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's have a huge week with ApolloX and Omni. Go pump it everywhere, guys. Let's spread the word, get people excited, and thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Later.
Yeah, everybody.
Bye.